This is our family, and this is our van life adventure. Vanlife Scotland continues, but the NC 500 adventure's about to begin.
Right, we're back again. One of my favourite days in a van is shopping day. All stocked up, ready for another week. In the van, on the road, especially this week. This week we're hitting the NC 500, so we are well stocked, ready to live and eat some good stuff.
All stocked up and ready to go, we start our NC 500 route on the Black Isle. So it's official, we're on the Black Isle. Our NC 500 adventure starts here.
And we are on the NC 500. Tonight we're parked right here. Check us out. Tomorrow we will explore everywhere.
We woke up to a heck of a view and ready to go.
And go all the way back.
Yeah, we're going to walk all the way back as well.
Mummy, I'm going to walk all the way back.
Yeah, go on, keep going though. Little tip, do not attempt to drive a motorhome or van down to Shannonry Point.
Good morning. So here we are, Shannonry Point, up in Scotland. Nice and cold today. Right, tip. We are currently looking for dolphins. So let me know if you see any.
We didn't have to wait long. The Shannonry Point dolphins were ready to put on a show for us. And once we spotted one, there were many more to come. We sat and stared for hours. Eventually we did all get cold and wet and tired, so we headed back to get some rest before our next big adventure. And I can confirm, he did not in fact walk all the way back. It was the next day and we were heading for our next adventure when disaster struck. So I'm just jumping on because we've just had a bit of an accident, a bit stressful. We were just driving along to go up to Fairy Glen Falls. That's where we're trying to go today. And the roads around here are very small, and we're at a point where we have a road on our, sorry, a bit thrown. We have like a small wall on our right, which goes straight down to the sea. And then on the other side, there's kind of a cliff edge type thing. It's not a cliff, but, you know, it's a stone side on that side. We're not in the mountains yet or anything. So Perry was driving along as close to kind of the cliffside as he could, and a lorry's come the other way, and I think there just wasn't enough space for both of us on this quite thin road, and the lorry was going quite fast, and I just heard a really loud bang. There was a big smash, and the mirror has been completely ripped off. So Perry is out there now trying to collect up the debris and talk to the other drivers, and yeah, we'll have to see what happens and go from there. Poopy. That's all that's left of the mirror. And there's a small dent in the side where it's smashed into the side of the van. After a chat with the other drivers and the best bod job we could do, we were on our way. So a little tip, if you are going to the Fairy Glen, if you park in this car park, opposite this very quaint, lovely, plough-in looking pub, rather than in the Fairy Glen car park, and then you're going to walk down this road. Carry on down the road until you see this road on your right, and then you're going to walk down here all the way down to the bridge. Once you get down to the bridge, there's a little path just to your left. Go down that, down a little hill, and then turn right on the main footpath that's there. Follow the path a short way, and then on your right you will see a little fairy garden. After you've had your explore, continue on down the path for quite a little bit further. On the left, on the other side of the river, that's the Fairy Glen car park. But if you park there, you miss the Fairy Garden, but you also miss this magnificent tree and tree swing. Of course, Big Man was the first one to try it out. With Little Man close behind. And me and Perry couldn't miss out on the fun either.
What, again, last one. One for the video.
Turn around, Of course, we had to up the ante.
How many goes are you having?
No, I couldn't stop.
Right, let's go help Mummy. Let's go help Mummy. Oh, I got to say.
Don't swing your legs so much! Having a good play shook off the stress of the accident, and we were ready to get on our way. We are still on the Black Isle, and currently we are making our way up to Fairy Glen Falls. It's very, very beautiful here, but very, very muddy. So we're just taking a little hike. This is currently only taking 45 minutes, but obviously we've already done that. With 2 kids, it's a game of odds really, but look where we are. Everything's just so wild and beautiful here. We visited Scotland in May in spring, and it was a beautiful time to come and visit the area. The weather is decent. There's still rain, but it's not torrential. It's not too cold. And best of all, the midges that can plague these areas are not such a problem. The walk to the falls was beautiful and peaceful and very accessible for children, though yes, far longer than 45 minutes to get there.
Is it done done.
Are you done?
Yeah. Mommy. Feels refreshing.
Is it cold? By the time we were getting close to the falls, little legs were starting to get very tired. Not quite. The final views at the end, though, seemed to give everyone an extra spurt of energy and made up for all the tiredness on the way.
What do we think of the water? Yeah? Is it fun? Yeah, look at it. You bring swimming shorts? No. You bring armbands? No. Go swimming? Never mind.
I have to be honest, it takes everything in me to not stop them from exploring. Everything in me wants to tell them to be safe and not climb and not run and not jump, but they've grown so much from doing it. They need to express themselves by moving and exploring, and it makes them so happy. Just know, if you ever come to Fairy Glen Falls, this is not the main event. Climb the bridge, there's more to come. I thought we'd reached the big waterfall. We haven't. There it is. That's the big waterfall.
Beautiful.
So I'm standing on the coin tree. So what you're supposed to do with a coin tree is push your coin in and make a wish. I don't have a coin. I don't know why it started or where it started, but this tree is full of coins. I didn't really care I didn't have a coin. At that point, I felt like all my wishes had come true. After we'd all had our fill and the exploring was done, it was time for the walk back, which didn't take quite as long. And then home for hot chocolates to warm up.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Our adventures on the Black Isle are over, and we head to Dornoch Caravan and Camping Park to recharge for a few days before setting off for more adventures.
Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Goodbye.